Hello everyone, it is I, your master, well, Lexi. Okay, I wanted to talk to you now about out-of-body experiences, about my passion for out-of-body experiences. It's a subject that I'm very interested in, and I have a lot of books on the subject, and I've spoken to a lot of people about it. It's a huge part of my life. The first time that I attempted to have an out-of-body experience, which, if you don't know, is astral projection, was around 3 years ago. 3 years ago from the day that this video was posted. And I tried one of the techniques that I saw online. It's the rope technique where I imagine myself pulling myself out of my body with a rope. And my whole body went haywire. It was awful. My first time was crazy. I was getting hot and cold at the same time. I was sweating. My head was spinning. My body was shaking. And no, I was not having an orgasm. I was going through some major change. I did not leave the body during that time, but it was definitely an experience. Every time after that, it has been very different. It's been a lot more smooth after that. I guess I was just manipulating my energy body for the first time. And my experiences after that have been growing, I've been evolving, I've been progressing. I've been doing a lot of different techniques, trying to roll out of my body and that different stuff, and I would ask spirits around me if they'd be kind enough to help me to attempt an out-of-body experience, and many times they do help me. I'll tell you this one time. This one time, I asked these spirits if they could help me have an out-of-body experience before I went to sleep. I went to sleep. And in the morning, which is supposed to be the stage where most people have them, which is during your mind awake, body asleep stage, where your body is still in paralysis, your body is still sleeping, but your mind can be more aware of your surroundings. That's where you can leave your body consciously. Project. And I had this experience. I felt myself being pulled out of my body, but it was a little scary. It was a big bang sound, like someone was shooting a gun, and I felt myself being pulled out, and I knew I could feel the presence of one or two spirits next to me. But once I heard the bang sound, I thought, nope, not doing it. I will not leave now. I focused my energy back on myself. I made myself as hard as a rock, and I just felt myself plop right back down. I was not going to leave, not during that type of exit from the body. It wasn't until a few seconds after I regained control of myself when I realized, wait a second, that probably was a good opportunity to leave. So then I said out loud to the room around me, to the spirits who were beside me, I said, thank you very, very much for helping me to have an out-of-body experience. I thank you for that. If you could be so kind, though, to try again, but this time do it in a much nicer way, in a much more loving, gentle way, then it'd be much easier for me to leave the body. Thank you. And then I went back to sleep. Immediately, it felt like immediately afterward, the vibrations came over my body again. I felt myself being lifted out, but this time was different. This time I felt a wonderful energy, a wonderful presence about me. I felt a warm, energetic hand on my forehead, as if somebody was running their spirit hands over me in order to calm me down. And I could feel myself being lifted up, and I felt myself smile, and I thought, thank you. And I got halfway out of my body, and I couldn't get the rest out, because I have a problem. I can get most of my body out, my spirit arms, my spirit legs, torso, but not my head. My spirit head seems to be stuck in my physical head, and that really bothers me, because I'm not scared to leave. I'm not frightened to leave on most occasions. I'm excited to leave. I would love to leave. I want to leave. I don't want to stay here. I hate this world. I don't want to be in the physical world. I don't want to be in this physical body. What are the upsides to being in the physical body? You experience pain. You experience discomfort. You always have to eat, and then you always have to go to the bathroom. You have to wash. You have to shave. You have to get up off the couch. You have to go walk to your mailbox. There are so many requirements, so much upkeep to the physical body. I want to be done with it. This physical body was not meant for me. This physical world was not meant for me. I'm not supposed to be here. I don't want to be here. So, fear of the unknown, or fear of leaving, is not an issue to me. As a matter of fact, I'm more scared to be here, in this world. I want to leave, very badly. Maybe it's the anticipation that's making it more difficult for me to have out-of-body experiences. But I believe that everyone has out-of-body experiences every night, whether they know it or not. Because people who have out-of-body experiences, consciously, they can tell you that they see everyone else when they're sleeping. They see their spirit bodies floating or hovering above their physical bodies. So regardless of whether you are consciously aware of it or not, your other energy bodies, because there are more than one, your other energy bodies have no use staying in your physical body unless one's keeping guard. One could be continuing to keep your body to function while your other selves, your other pieces of you, are off learning something new, rejoining your family, going to new destinations, exploring. I always feel like when I wake up, like I've had a wonderful experience. Not a dream. I feel like I went through portals. I feel like I've traveled to different dimensions. I feel like I've met different people, different beings, different individuals. I feel like I had a wonderful journey when I wake up. Several times. Many times. But the exact specifics are difficult for me to download into my physical brain, because my physical brain is not programmed to retain that information. Because imagine if you were to gather all this information that you receive everywhere, all at once, download into your physical brain, you would probably malfunction. You would probably not be able to function. Your brain has to stay focused on what is necessary for it to survive. Like eating, sleeping, perhaps the love or affection of someone else, your sexual desires. It does not need nor want all this unnecessary information. So if you want to program your mind to accept this information, you actually have to consciously work at it, which is what I'm doing. Now, some people are fortunate. Some people are lucky, like psychics, and they just are able to get this information more easily. And maybe it's because they were just born lucky. Maybe you could say that they are more evolved. Have you ever known a psychic who was a serial killer? All the psychics we've ever known, all psychics I've ever known, have been helping people. They consider themselves helpers. Does that mean that they're more evolved? They care more about the evolution of people on this planet? And I'm a big believer in past lives and future lives and multiple continuous lives at the same time. I even have a book here that I'm reading, Journey of Souls. It's a good book so far, in case you want to know. I absolutely believe in past lives and future lives and all that. I think that the physical body is mortal. The energy body is immortal. You do not die. You are part of this universal consciousness. You are a part of a whole. You can consider all life to be one breathing organism. Of course, the word breathing is more of a not in a literal sense, because breathing would only be necessary in the physical realm, and there are far more astral realms than there are physical realms. And this is all information that I'm reporting to you that I've gotten from other people who have had out-of-body experiences or near-death experiences, or who are psychic, or who can, experience these types of things easily. I want to be one of them. I want to be one of the greats. Like William Bullman, Robert Monroe, other people like that. And you may not be familiar with them, but they're people who are very familiar with having out-of-body experiences. And I want to look for a partner in out-of-body experiences, so we could do it together. Because if I have someone or a few people, we could always motivate each other, which is fantastic. You're supposed to motivate each other. Helps you to keep going. And it's so easy to get people interested about this subject. It's so easy for me to talk to people about this. It is very difficult to find people who are passionate about it, like I am. I have not found anyone who is passionate in it like me so far. Not who I've met in person to person. And that's been disappointing. I don't mind being alone. Actually, I like being alone. I think that I deserve being alone sometimes. I don't have to deal with other people. But when it comes to out-of-body experiences, it's so wonderful to help to motivate each other. And I could evolve so much faster if we did it in groups or with partners. If that ever happens. If what I said sounds interesting to you, if you want to ask me more questions about this topic, please do so. I'm always willing to talk. And I always have something informative to say, I think. And I'm obviously here on this disgusting world for a reason. To help people. Perhaps. If you would like to go on this journey with me, if you want to have out-of-body experiences with me, if you want to be my out-of-body experience OBE partner, message me. Message me, let me know. If not, then you don't have to let me know. But we're all evolving, one step at a time. It'd be good to have companions along the way. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you found interest in it. And there's so much more I could say about this topic, so much more. Talk to you later.